Good day, everyone. This is Jenny, and today we'll be reviewing the movie entitled Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. The author of the movie is Joel Crawford and Januel Mercado, and it was published on December 7, 2022. Before we look more closely at this aspect of the tale, and before I will react to the five scene of the movie, The Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, here is the brief summary of the Puss in Boots tale. Here is the brief summary of the Puss in Boots 2023 The Last Wish. When Puss in Boots discovers that his passion for adventure has taken its toll and he has burned through 8 of his 9 lives, he launches an epic journey to restore them by finding the mythical last wish. Sadly, Puss in Boots, the undaunted Spanish lover and hero, is now down to the last one of his 9 lives, a decade after the events of Puss in Boots 2011. And as if that weren't enough, the unstoppable bounty hunter known as the Big Bad Wolf is after him. To restore all of his precious lives and escape an inglorious fate, Puss must pluck up his courage to embark on a dangerous quest into the dark forest to find the legendary wishing star. However, Puss isn't the only one seeking the map to the magical star. As the daring outlaw puts his skills to good use to stay one step ahead of formidable adversaries determined to get their hands on it. A crucial question arises. Does he have what it takes to face his most skilled and terrifying opponent and get his life back on track? That is the question. The introduction of the movie is very catchy. When he started singing, I was like, oh no, please, don't be a musical, don't sing. But as soon he started singing, it was so amazing, and I like this song. Just like showing that he's a strong and fearless hero in the world. And the animation was so cool and great, so I was amazed in this scene. Second scene that I like is that when the governor arrives, Puss makes a run for it, but not before outsmarting and outwitting the governor and his guards. After setting up some fireworks, the sleeping giant was awake of Delmore and ages in an epic battle with the one-eyed giant as it attempts to destroy the town. Puss uses his smart to wrap a bell around the giant's horns and use it to not to base unconscious just a push, and townspeople celebrates his victory, and then the falls and crushes Puss. I love this in the fight scene with the giant because I felt that a movie and just like the character kinds of like amazing in the Spider-Man 2. So I was just enjoy this scene. The third scene I like in the movie is, and it is one of my favorite scene, and that millions cry, and I am one of them. When Goldilocks realized that the bears are the only family she will never need, she makes a decision to save the baby bear instead of taking Wish, and in the end, we decide to take over Horner's by making business. Her wish is not about abandoning her family, but she would like them to be a human family. I almost cried when Mama Bear agrees to grant Cole's wish, even though it would mean losing her daughter. Imagine what wouldn't happen if baby didn't have the chain on right. You know, it's really hard for me to try watching something for a reason. But the goal is where she said that her wish did become true and everything was right and made me tear up. We are not a family she was born in there and the one she chooses. And ladies and gentlemen, if you get someone that family and they don't share a drop of blood with you, treasure them more than anything else. Take it from someone with personal experience of visit, and it will be worth it in a long run. Goldie is one of the best characters in the movie. Everything about her is greater design, her voice on her personality, and gonna see her again. The fourth scene is that the panic attack where Goldilocks searches for Puss in Boots. When the dark memory comes back and he is falling again. As a person who has a frequent panic attacks, this scene is the best representation of panic attacks, at least for me. And you don't know if you are hallucinate, it's just fear of running. And for me, something it's you can't outrun. Often no yelling, and people can tell you're scared, but can't deceive what to do because there is nothing to do. For it is very smart for recognizing bad to do. And I like the way Prito leaned her head in Puss in Boots. Just made him calm and relax. This scene genuinely touched on such a deep level and made me cry. This is exactly how my panic attacks go. The way you comforted Hus reminded me of all the times I would hug my dog to help me to calm myself, and probably one of the best and most impactful scene in the Dreamswork film. The last scene that I like, and this is very impactful to everyone, is the last fighting scene and ending final battle with death. I really like the bit where he was forced to use the T2 blade and that Kitty gave him earlier, and the movie to block on of Death's attack. It's just a freak moment that highlights the fact that he wouldn't have been able to accept and overcome his fear of death without opening up to the other people in his life. And also someone said it's actually the thrusting blade which is used for those types of fencing. That's so cool to me. And the details of the fighting style. I feel the stories thing about him though, in fact that why view as technically he's portrayed as a villain is this doing his job, making sure all eyes are accounted for. The fact that Quiz won't defeat him and that their final fight together and ends in a kind of respectful, agree to disagree attitude is refreshing, that won't turn good, but also won't do anything or irrational things, just making sure Press doesn't waste what he's got. So my conclusion in the movie is that Puss in Boots, in my opinion, portrays extremely well, like it's so well done, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. The entire movie is playing on my mind for your charge, and in this specific case, Puss terrified of morality or the tended to Povia, the fear of death. His genuine cat also looked for the rush and applause. I think the moral lesson on The Last Wish is a story about dealing with mortality and enjoying life to the fullest. When Puss was realized that mortality and death are what give life meaning, and he embraces his painting time and understand he doesn't need to be alone. And when Goldilocks realized her real family and three bears were took her in our real family already.